don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back. After when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Come on, 120. Watch the curl, watch the curl,
Goff on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Goff. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. 5-4. Danny.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Gone. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Tonight, line 20. Check. Hey, pick your game up. All right.
Powers through. A second broken tackle. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch that
Goff now looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Line 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here. 66. Pull it. Now. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Come on, set. 44. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation. And that's why it got knocked away there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. He's picked off near his own 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game. And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws. Good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Super 66.
Now gone. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And finding the tight end Hooper. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Let's go. Let's go. 18 Gator. Focus, defense.
On first down, Lyles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15-on it. Mike, 54. Watch the curl. Watch the elbow.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Set, ready. 54, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Smoke, smoke. Mike, 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now, Lyles looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Come on. 70 ending. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Hey. Hey, let's get in them holes. Right there. 50. Henry. 54 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hard.
Out of the gun now on third down. Letting one go. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good job.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 13. And this one complete to Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Third and 2, Goff. He's got his man. It's Williams. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
Goff now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Flush to his right. It's caught by Herbert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Bills are going to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 44. Mike, 44.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Lyles. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 45, Rams nothing. Sam Martin set to kick.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up second and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared.
17.
Goff now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
We go tonight. Like 20.
54 Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Tonight. 180.
54. I'm on.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Another carry now for Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Set, ready. Hey, Lobo. 54. Mike, 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Under 10. 10. 61. Match box. Mike. 54.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Samson Ebukam in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 37. Orbit. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
I smell fear in that offense.
Rotate. Spell.
Fear in that offense.
Hey, off. Switch gears.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You're trash. Check safety.
Now a give, right side. Tanner, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the edge. Let it roll. West.
2nd and 4. In trouble, and he'll go down back 12. Samson Ebukam. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check forward.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Short.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 54. Hey, wahoo!
3rd and long. It's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bills on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I'm coming. Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Owens. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here we go. Set. Checks the outlaw. Mike 54.
They'll run on first down. Tanner. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Check 13. Check 13.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Bills on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be caught by Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Caught by Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Horrible.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 9, check 9. 6, pull it, half. Smoke small.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Better bring it.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited? Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for them? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.